Merry Christmas, everybody. So here's our top 5 gift ideas. Maybe you're looking for some last minute stocking stuffers. I'm going to go over the top 5 ideas that I've got here. All of these are going to be great movies, and they are not going to cost you a whole lot of money. So if you're looking for some things just kind of top off your shopping this year, I highly recommend these movies. These are actually 6 of my favorites. I consider it 5 because some of them are multiple movies under the same storyline. Here we go. These are top 5 recommendations for Christmas. So number 1 on the list, we have The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, starring Clint Eastwood. This is kind of one of the greatest westerns of all times, in my opinion. That with some of his Man with No Name trilogy he has out. But if you're looking for a great idea for your husbands or maybe your sons and they haven't seen this movie, or maybe they've seen it and don't have it in their collection, I would highly recommend this. Number 2, My Name is Nobody, starring Terrence Hill and Henry Fonda. It's a great western here. I would have to highly recommend anything with Terrence Hill and Henry Fonda in it. But if you like a lot of real fast draw type westerns, or maybe your husband or your sons do, highly recommend this movie. It is one of my favorites. Like I say, I'm just putting up top 5 movies. There's actually going to be 6 up here, and I'll explain why. So number 3, They Call Me Trinity, starring Terrence Hill. There's actually 2 parts to this. They Call Me Trinity and Trinity Is Still My Name. I recommend both, but if you're only going to get one, this one here is the one that I would highly recommend. Again, this is another one of them old school gritty westerns. It is not your typical run around and bar fight type stuff in a city. This is out in the desert, and it's one of my favorites. Number 4, McClintock. This movie was actually based off of the telling of Taming of the Shrew, and they just added this film in and made it kind of a western. This movie, it's got everything from action to great humor. It's a nice clean movie. If you're looking for something you can sit down with your kids, I would highly recommend John Wayne over just about everything. I've got him last on my list, but he's one of the greatest actors of all times, in my opinion. Okay, so in the top 5, I couldn't do Rooster Cogburn without also adding True Grit. I'm not talking about the remake of True Grit with Jeff Bridges mumbling. I'm talking about the original True Grit, Rooster Cogburn storyline. It starts off with Rooster Cogburn, and then it moves on into the story of True Grit. And you can't have one without the other. So I would highly recommend for your husbands or your sons or maybe your daughters, whoever, if you're looking for just some really great western movies this year, I would highly recommend all of these. And that's going to finish up our top 5. So if you still got a little bit of time, you can find most of these movies in your DVD stores and things like that. If not, they have them all on Amazon. Everyone have a great holiday season.